This is McKenna Law Firm here in Moslake, Washington. 509-765-6019. This John Deere Brigadier mixed video URL, high performance engine. And also this Toro blower, high performance. Because we have this Bridge Stratton 150 GTS Smart Style Microsoft component, and then we got this Toro blower jet propeller carrying the executive order. Now Donald J. Trump. Smart Style. Smart Style Brigadier Stratton. Now, Donald Trump carries the executive order at the McKenna Law Firm at 509-765-6019, which is fax. 509-765-765. 509-765-6019, 509-765-4451. McKenna Law Firm at Washington Bar Association 13294. We got this exemplar order of Mr. Donald J. Trump, President Primary, Mr. Waltz, Mr. Clement Harris. Joe Biden jumped out of the election. So Clement Harris and Mr. Waltz, Mr. Donald J. Trump, requiring executive order of COVID. He did. He's a 45th president. He has a reference to being President of the United States of America. I'm running for the President of the United States again. They come here and bring the administration office to uproar information, reporting information at a URL, McKenna Law Firm at ES Courts. You know, the brand new mailbox that's been purchased for Mr. McKenna, authorizing the President of the Primary Election with authority. The Red Lions carrying executive order for this. Because Donald J. Trump and his Mercedes-Benz, his transport is Mercedes-Benz to the Bulletproof Armored Division, and to import and export his services for his phone call conversation with Mr. John Luke Buchanan in the Grand County Courthouse, and also the Grand County Justice Department. So we take this URL information and bring the information center to the positive Washington Bar Association 13294 John Luke Buchanan, Carla McKenna, and also the Service of Policy Regulations Act. The President of the United States providing that contract because the Queen of London authorizing the executive order with Bill Gates and the administration office with signatures, confirmation, and endorsements. And the Sunny Farms in Othello, Washington authorizing that personal income society, me sitting in City Hall, and the City Hall authorizing that personal income information of download of business license from McKenna Law Firm 7040 Solid. 509-765-4451, fax 509-765-69, CIMARON5, Ajmer, Singh, Nijjar, Ajmer, Singh, Nijjar, Nijjar, 1400 East Main Street, UBI number 602-720-979. This Kim Wayman, Secretary of State Jay Inslee, and also Teresa Bringston, Department of License Department, and Mrs. Dana Garrett. You know why? Kim Wayman lived in California, and her residence, we had to go to Sacramento, California, because of the Capitol building, because CIMARON5, UBI number 602-720-979, and Mr. McKenna Law Firm, Washington Bar Association 13294. So we got Mr. Joe Biden, 46th President of the United States of America, and also the service of the Vice President, the Vice President and 5 heads of government, all presidents and the Vice President. We got Ronald Reagan, Mr. Nixon, George Bush Sr., Jimmy Carter, and the Vice President. With this photo and Chemical Society of FedEx confirmation signature verification. And we got George Bush Sr., Jr., Obama, and of course, Mr. Jimmy Carter, and also Obama, George Bush Sr., Jimmy Carter, and Bill Clinton. See that verification of House residents, Washington Bar Association, Policy Regulations and Services, Washington State Trooper Association in Olympia, Washington. all the branches, executive presidents, and also vice presidents, and also the detective, and also the districts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and also vice president, treasurer. We got the 43rd president of the United States, George Bush. And we got Mr. Melania, requesting reforms of death certificate, policy and regulation, Mr. John McKenna, requesting birth certificate of Felix Barela, ownership policy of Mr. Bill Gates, 1835 73rd Avenue, requiring the service and policy regulation. I said this, I give you information, I download it, submit it, snapshot it, go in person, URL, video conversation with services. And Mr. Melania, requesting your service because Donald Trump was assassinated, murdered, and finding out who did it, who didn't, confirmation, signature verification was very successful, very accurate to the T. A McCann law firm at 704 East Olive, Moslake, Washington. We got power poles, recording information, the tractor, the sod shaped into a grave. Melania, Ivanka Trump, Melania's biological mother, Mary Ann Trump Berry, Chief Justice Department. She hired and fired Chief Justice Department. Now we got 3 executive Chief Justice Department and 1 for the service of Mr. Joe Biden. And we got the Vice President. Vice President in service and policy. The cahoots and services, as you can see, assassinated at a golf course. Suffocation of Lola and Roberta Barela, and also the service of Mrs. Kelly, Carla McKenna, and John McKenna, suffering their consequences in the service of wrath. Conversation in the Joe Biden and policy regulation, Mr. Clement Harris, Mr. Waltz, and Mr. Vice President, Mr. Donald J. Trump. We're not no fools in any way, shape, and form. See, they became the president first time, became the president the second time, and stopping him to be the president of the United States of America because of the successors in betting. 704 South Moslake, Washington, 509-765-4451, and 509-765-619. Okay, next executive order. Partake at the McCann Law Firm at 509-765-4551, 509-765-1619. Mr. John Luke McKenna, policy regulation in the president primary election is service and bringing administration office to its successors. And those administration office to its successors. With the, of course, presidential election. Mr. John Luke McKenna. So we got John Luke McKenna right here. You see the increments of the society of Mr. John Luke McKenna. Biological mother and father, administration office, and the services and successors. Taking Mr. Donald Trump by hand and Mr. McKinnon by the Red Lion. By shuttle, go Mercedes-Benz 3 different times, 4 different times, 5 different times, 20, 50 different times. Now the wrath of God calling for service of Mr. Melania. She's desperate in need and put in video, confirmation video. She established a video in service how they killed Donald Trump and how they were bringing the successors and bringing into the society testimony. Bringing testimony in service and policy regulation and service and bringing administration office. testimony. Bringing the administration office to its successes. Many of them come to the society of high snowdrifts, the society of a big, gigantic election carrying campaign. And that's Bach, Mercedes. Bach, Mercedes, Clearwater. Give God word. And the administration office carrying that executive order. Testimony. Now, that testimony that we got, variance of their occupation and service of the administration office of presidential elect Mr. Kennan, to successor, have to drive me to Bill Gates' estates. I have to go Bill Gates' estates and formulate a confirmation verification disclosure service because I'm with Mr. Bill Gates. So, I'm Donald Trump, his successor, right? McKinnon's successor, taking me and driving me all the way to Bill Gates. I'm getting bus number 30, number 20, and number 10. They're like pulling an AR-15, a Mexican, a Hispanic, and also a white minority. I put the video at the Moses Lake Police Department here in Moses Lake, Washington. Mr. Kevin Fuhrer was kicked out of the administration office because of COVID-19, executive order Donald J. Trump. Policy regulation, breaking our windows, breaking here, suffocating administration, recording UR, McKenna law firm, download, submitting, calling a conversation, making a case against the administration assessors and policy regulations have been gapped and corrupted. So their assassination plot of Donald J. Trump getting close enough to bring a licensed department here in Moses Lake and in Ephrata and download the information at the prosecutor's office in Grant County, 35 C Street, Northwest. These purchase and transaction and purchase of how they erase information, recorded URL information, and policy and regulation. This is the 46th President of the United States of America. And of course, we got the Queen of London, the policy regulation download and submitted. But also, Service of Policy Regulation of Melania Trump. She wants the presidential primary election. We have President Ronald Reagan and the Vice President and 5 heads of government. Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, Mr. Nixon, and Jimmy Carter and the Vice President, 5 heads of government. We got the Queen of London involved because of the royalty and service. We got the emblems of the red emblem on her chest that was carried, a red emblem on my chest. Not our policy, royalties, and services. A Queen of London, because of Bill Gates Foundation, the Microsoft company, the most dangerous and prominent woman in the world, Queen of London, and her siblings. Administration Vice President, we got Mr. 43rd President, George Bush, Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, George Bush Sr. Jr., and of course, Obama. First black president of the United States of America, right? 43rd President, Mr. George Bush, go in Kennewick, Washington, download that information and service and policy regulations in the City Hall Administration Office. And of course, Mr. Donald J. Trump, Melania, and Jimmy Carter's been off. The relations that service in that FINA, that gathering in service of the Catholic services of Ivana Trump. All our children, Eric, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, Tiffany Trump, Donald Trump, and also Ivanka Trump. That successors at Penn University Commonwealth. Bring that ministry of corruption and service administration office to his successors, because we got the 46th president. And this is, of course, Biden. And the service of the Anchorage Society, royalties and service of the Miller's Jewelry Store. The emblems of embedding the business license and Anchorage Society, John Luke McKenna and Carla McKenna, and license number MCKEJH582QN, Washington. Downloading them, 43rd President in Kennewick, Washington, because McKenna Law Firm is the representative service of district school districts in front of Norma Rodriguez and Benton County Justice Department. The audit office has been built. Yes, steel, titanium, foundation, concrete, rebar, courtroom A, B, C, D, and F, and we got Grant County proxy and certain grant. Of course, we got remodeled the McCann Law Firm and download that submitted that information at 704-765-4451, 509-765-619. Of course, we're going to put this information to a download roar. United States Army Base and Income Society, the Information Center. Recorded information, of course, on URL and Policy Regulation Administration. So we're going to download the purchases, the transaction reports, URL. Go to the physical cremator, the jet engine, the Mueller's funeral home, the order parts. Go to the airport, Tri-Cities. Passcode Tri-Cities. It's called Tri-Cities Airport. And record the information, the cremator, the jet engine. Also, Ronnie Kaiser's cremator. It's receipts and transactions.